What is good, Cardano fam, ADA gang? We have lots of exciting updates to unpack today, so hit that subscribe, hit that like. Cardano ADA 24-hour trade volume surpasses $1.2 billion according to CoinGecko. 16,000 new ADA wallets have been created in the last 7 days according to Tap Tools. Great to see a surge in wallet activity. JRNY Crypto says 66-cent ADA was pretty hype a few months ago. Today, it's mass fear. And it goes to show, guys, a reminder that sentiment changes very fast. If you recall back October 2024, we were in the 30-cent range, and shortly after, we proceeded to do give or take 300%. So slow and steady wins the race. It's important for all of us, including myself, to be patient, especially with the blue chip known as ADA. FluidTokens deploys their first smart contract on Midnight Network. They're doing great work with Cardano, Bitcoin, Babel fees, and now Midnight. So I gotta say, Fluid is the type of project where they speak less, they do more. Their action speaks 1,000 words. So I'm very bullish on FluidTokens. I think that they're gonna do incredible work with Midnight. AllinCrypto ranks ADA among top ISO 20022 compliant projects alongside Algorand, Hedera, XDC, Stellar, and XRP. Cardano's proof-of-stake network enables low-cost, fast transactions with an infrastructure ripe for institutional adoption. Very well said by AllinCrypto. I gotta say that he has been very consistent. He covers Cardano often, both when we've been high and low. And we know that compliance is king. We say that often on the channel. So compliance is a massive factor going into this cycle, one where Cardano leads. And speaking of compliance, Hoskinson Family Office invests $1.5 million into W3i, the developers behind USDM, Cardano's first MiCA-compliant and fiat-backed stablecoin. Charles Hoskinson says W3i and Moneta have built a stablecoin with the highest regulatory standards. Now we're driving institutional adoption. Very bullish to support our ecosystem, and MiCA compliance is huge. Fiat backed, I like that. And I gotta say, I really like the branding for USDM. The ticker USDM is great. Secretary of Commerce Howard Lutnick says President Trump's goal is no tax for anybody who makes less than $150,000 a year. That's his goal, and that's what I'm working for. I think that's amazing. Who would be opposed to this? That covers a lot of people under 150 bands. And this could also be another catalyst for a booming economy. I think a lot of the pain, both in stocks, both in crypto, are around fear, geopolitical fear, but also tariffs as well. And I think this storm too shall pass. President Trump says financially we'll be stronger than ever before. I think the markets are going to soar. There's tremendous optimism in terms of regulation and taxes being cut. Again, more optimism, and I think that people would love no taxes on whether it's an income bracket, whether it's citizens, capital gains, crypto. We'll have to wait and see, right? Because a lot of stuff may necessitate definitions, like what is a US-based crypto? Or will it be just based off of living somewhere? Or is it an income bracket or something more universal? The SEC is expected to end its lawsuit against Ripple soon with no penalty in favor of regulatory clarity. So we know that the SEC slapped Ripple with a fine. They don't want to pay that fine. They're doing some negotiation, especially now that the new SEC has come to terms with kind of resetting a clean slate on a lot of crypto firms that enforcement was pushed on them, litigation against them. So this would make a lot of sense to have flying colors for Ripple. And also it could skyrocket XRP and other US-based coins such as ADA. So we'll wait and see. But reputable sources are very optimistic on the SEC ending that. Senator Cynthia Lummis says this is the year for Bitcoin and digital assets. Well, keyword digital assets, because not just Bitcoin. We're going to wait and see what is in store. Crypto Expo Europe with over 3,000 attendees names Cardano ADA Blockchain Project of the Year. So great to see this award was handed out to Cardano Foundation. And I first saw this on Tap Tools. Again, big shout out to Tap Tools. Everything's linked below. And this is great to see. Why not? We'll take the award. Don't mind if I do. Watch Your Guru reports Deutsche Bank says Bitcoin is like gold and the US Strategic Bitcoin Reserve could set international standards. Well, we know that Charles said that whatever the US does, everyone will follow. So where we're lacking or where we're behind, once the US starts going in 1-2 Mayweather, 3-4 McGregor, everyone else is going to follow and they're just going to FOMO and we're going to see just a domino effect. So these prices may not last for a long time. Could there be more downside potential? Yeah. Negative volatility? Sure. But I think it's just short term. In the medium and long term, I think we're still hyper bullish. Bank of Russia now allowing limited crypto purchases for select investors. Again, slowly and surely, slowly then suddenly, we're going to see the world kind of shift their tune towards pro-crypto legislation. Let's take a look at price. Still doing pretty good. 728, 73. In fact, ADA has been performing quite well compared to a lot of projects. You know, namely, like, let's take a look actually. Let's see. 7-day. What's doing the worst? Okay, you know what? Maybe not so much according to CoinGecko. But at least in memory, it was not that bad. 24-hour gains isn't too bad for Cardano. The whole market has red, though. When you hit 7-day gains, you can see Sonic 22, Cardano 23, Aave 21, Uniswap 21. You know, so you're going to have Chainlink. Again, so it's across a variety of ecosystems. Let's take a look at TradingView. ADA 726, XRP 223, Litecoin $90. Bitcoin doing pretty decent. So we did not test that kind of 73.8 support that many people were expecting for Bitcoin to nosedive to. Instead, we touched 77 and we just rallied back up to 81, 83. So looking pretty good right now. Bitcoin dominance is still very high at 62.2%. Went a little bit higher recently to 62.3. But I think we're having a moment like this again. I think we're pretty much more or less peaking Bitcoin dominance. I don't really see us going higher and higher for Bitcoin dominance. Eventually, we're going to see that rotation to a risk-on mindset. We're going to see the economies kind of thrive, and there will be short-term pain, but I think it's to benefit us in the long run. So we'll have to be patient, guys. I think in a nutshell, the president is trying to kind of refinance the debt, better numbers, quantitative easing, get some printing action going on right now. He doesn't want to do it at really bad rates. At the same time, we have to wait and see what the Fed is going to say, what Powell's going to say. If he does like a rate hike, which I don't think it will happen, I think they might just do nothing for now. But I think quantitative easing is around the corner. I think the pain in crypto and the pain in stocks is just short term. With all this fear, we're still kind of chilling right now at pretty respectable prices, especially Bitcoin. So let me know, guys, what are your thoughts? I would think that for me, the takeaway that's really exciting and refreshing is this. I think people are really underestimating that if we have some sort of law put in place where a variety of Americans, according to Lutnick, don't pay taxes on overtime, on tips, and don't pay taxes on anything under 150 bands, we could see a risk-on mindset like we've never seen before in the economy, just going crazy and striking on all cylinders. So we don't really know what's around the corner. We do know that the president said he hopes to see, some legislation on his desk before August. We know that ETFs have been delayed into kind of spring. So it looks like spring is shaping up for something to just send us like some LeBron James, Stephen Curry action. But let me know what your thoughts are. We still could go lower. We may not be out of this dip right now. There's still a lot of fear around the world with markets. So we'll have to wait and see. Smash that subscribe, smash that like. I'll see you guys in the next AllinCrypto show.